All right, y'all, so I'm back again with another video. So what I'm gonna do right now is I am going to interlock his hair at the root. He has already washed his hair 2 times since the last video I posted like a week ago. So I decided to interlock his hair. He had a little braid style or like twist style. That's why I'm taking out the rubber bands. But he needs to wash his hair again. So I was like, let me try to do this before you wash your hair. So his hair is dirty with the same twist, although he did wash it again twice. So after I finish taking out these rubber bands, I'm just making sure there's nothing else there. And then I start with the interlocking. So I make sure the hook is open. And then I'm going to slide it through the base of his lock. His hair is not super long, so this was a little challenging. Make sure I collapse the end of his lock, and then I am sliding it through, and then it got a little stuck, so I had to take it out. That's it. That little white spot on his hair is dandruff. So I did it again the other way, put it through, tried to collapse the end, and then I slid it through. This was actually one of the most easiest ones. He has some that are bigger at the ends, and it made it a little difficult for me to like grab the end. So I did this on this lock. I think I did it 3 times. So this is the 3rd time. And I slide it through, and I have to wiggle it a little bit because now it's becoming tighter. And I did it 3 times. Some of them I do 4 times. So it just depends on like the feel. I didn't want it to be too tight, so this one was 3. And then I'm just repeating the same steps, opening the clasps, putting it through, trying to hook the ends of his hair on. I know there's another tool for this, but I did not have it. And I just find it crazy that I started his dreads with braids, and there's no evidence that I ever braided his hair. Like, his braids completely unraveled, came out due to the amount of times that he washed his hair. So I was getting a little frustrated because I'm like, I keep having to retwist his whole head brand new because he washed his hair so much. So I'm like, this right here, this is gonna work. And here I kind of caught some of his other hair. But yeah, let's just pull it through, try to collapse the end of it, close it, pull it through again. The most again I did it was 4 times. Did not want it too tight. I was feeling it out and it looked good. So now I'm gonna speed the video up because it's just the same thing over and over. He did wash his hair after I completed interlocking his whole head, and it is at the end of the video what his hair looked like and how it held up after he washed it. So I'm finally done after this interlocking his hair. So I just run my hands over it just to make sure. I'm literally twisting in the opposite direction to make sure it's actually not a twist anymore. And then I go into scratching his scalp. I wish I would have like zoomed in on it, but I'm pretty sure you can see that, you know, he does have a good amount of dandruff coming up as I'm scratching it. So I give him a little scratch. Now I don't wash his hair. I did tell him that if he was going to dread his hair that he would have to wash it. So I actually have not washed his hair once, but I do retwist it and oil it for him. So let's give him a little scratch to make sure he can really get in there and wash his hair. All right, so this next clip is his hair fresh out the shower. So it looks pretty good. It actually held up. This is the most defined his locks have looked since we started. Every other time he washes his hair, if you go back to the other video I posted, it just looks like a fro and it just looks like little locks at the top. So I was really excited that it held up. I'm just running my hands through it. I'm checking what it looks like to make sure it looks locked. It actually looks like a little braid ish. The ends are puffy. It looks really good. I'm not retwisting his hair or anything. I'm just checking to make sure that everything held up pretty nice. And I was really excited that it really did hold up for him. So after this, I end up oiling his scalp and putting a little moisturizer on it. I do use Curls moisturizer. This is something I used on my hair when I was loose natural, but I mean, it's still a moisturizing product and it's lightweight, so it's just gonna give him a little good rub and apply it to his hair. And then I also go in with the Curls oil. It's a peppermint oil. So here I'm just showing you guys what it looked like. This product is really good. I like it a lot. I use it on my hair. And unfortunately, this was literally the last drops that I had. So you can see me just trying to put a little bit around his head just so he can get a feel and it can like coat everything. But unfortunately, we used it all. So I do have to pick up some more. It does leave a nice tingling sensation on your scalp and it smells good. So I used as much as I could, and then I go in with this other oil that I made. It's an oil combination, like almond oil. It has jojoba oil, a little bit of coconut oil. It's just a mixture. So then I put some rose petals, dried rose petals in there. But what I did forget is that the nozzle on this bottle is punctured really big, so the oil was oozing out, and I ended up over oiling because it started dripping everywhere. Like if you see, like I'm trying to like scoop it up because again, he just got out the shower and his hair is already wet, so it was just a lot. It was just too much. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's good for him because his scalp was so dry, but I ended up putting a little too much, so I gotta change the nozzle on that one. And then, excuse my dog. He's just all in the frame, doing his thing. At least he's calm. But yeah, that's it. Everything held up really nice. Yes, so I'm a little further on in the video. The last couple seconds is a close-up of what his hair looks like after it's all oiled up and stuff. So they do get into that after he washed his hair. So right here is me just putting my finger under it and showing you what it looks like. As you can see, it does kind of look like a braid, like I was saying. And it looks like we're going to be trying to interlock his hair from now on. We'll probably switch between interlocking and twist. But thank you so much for watching.